What is good, everyone? It is your boy, BC Got Drip, and in today's video, we're going to be reacting to Just Pearly Things, Modern Women Value a Man's Income for Submission. Now, I personally have been enjoying a lot of Miss Pearly Things content. I think it's very refreshing that we have a woman speaking with such great eloquency and very rational and well-spoken woman. And when it comes to the current dating market and also just being completely objective and looking things at not just intricacies, but more of a generalization, because as humans, we don't realize how much we generalize things. Women love to talk about the generalization that men do when it comes to good women, quote unquote good women, but they can never see how they are generalizing us as the quote-unquote bad guy. Okay, and we're live.
Do you think it's fair for women to require a certain income for them to submit?
Great question.
It's not really about fairness. It's just that
the way
it is an exchange of security and commodity for love and child. I mean, it is kind of. I don't want to make it out to be like.
Okay.
I mean, I know.
So I love what he just said right there, and it actually alludes to the fact that there is this romanticization of love is love, right? Love has no bounds. Love has no. But the fact of the matter is that love is very conditional. Women don't believe in unconditional love. The only thing that gets unconditional love, like Chris Rock said, is dogs and children. No matter what a dog does, my dog pees on the floor, my dog bites up my stuff. He's a puppy right now. But the fact of the matter is that I will still love him because he's a dog, right? My boy, my little boy, my son, he is a complete mess. He goes everywhere. He knocks things down. He breaks things all the time. He's in the back room right now watching Elmo so I can record this video. But those are the two people in my life that give me unconditional love as well, and I give it back. However, with my woman, it's more of a conditional thing, right? It's on the pretense that I don't mess up in a relationship, right? That's one. Of course, you're going to mess up in a relationship, and what I mean by mess up is cheating. If I were to cheat, then she might not love me or love me the same, right? If I just became an absolute bum and stopped caring about anything and didn't take care of the house, then she would probably lose respect and love for me, right? So love is a very conditional thing, and it's time that we as human beings stop believing that it's not. Love that.
Disney wants to make you believe that, you know, love and all that starry-eyed stuff can happen. But in reality, most people are looking at, you know, what am I giving up going into this and what am I getting in return?
Right. That's why I brought up the dowry earlier, is because there is some history that does correlate a bit with you have to have something in order to get a girl. Yeah. So what do you think?
I would say it's okay for her to have that standards so long as she understands that the man is going to have standards for her.
Right.
So the more you ask from a man, the higher standards he's going to have for you. So one thing that we obviously see all the time is the more a woman requires a man to make, a lot of the time, the more attractive she has to be and maintain for him. So if you think that correlation, if you think, okay, well, the guy who I would accept and submit to, right, has to be making 100K, which is in the top 10% of earners.
We ain't there yet. We're going to get there.
You better make sure you're in the top 10% of most attractive women consistently.
Facts.
I mean,
we're going to get there quick.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah. I would say I don't think it's fair that we put a monetary amount on things in terms of submission. I think a woman should submit to the man regardless of how much she earns in that sense. But at the same time, we have to, just like Banksy said, we have to base it on reality, and what reality of life is. You have to make money to be able to submit. If you want your missus to stay at home and do nothing, enough money coming in for her to be able to do that. And for you to be able to live that life of coming home when your slippers are ready, your dinner's all warm and everything's all nice and cozy for you, you have to make enough money for that to happen. Right. And that's just the reality. But
I was going to say on that, I think
if men can accept that reality, can women accept that reality? And it is extremely difficult, especially with today's global market and the pandemic, to be able to sustain and take care of an entire family on your own, right? It's very possible. You have to live below your means. You have to apply for certain things. You have to do certain things in order to circumvent this situation, right? But the fact of the matter is that a lot of men are getting bad deals, right? So we see it all the time. I have friends of mine who do all of these things, and they still, they still get the short end of the stick. And sometimes me and my relationship, I can feel the same way sometimes. And it's usually because women operate based off of emotion. So as a man, we are more disciplined, right? Maybe not sexually disciplined, but we have to be more disciplined in other aspects of life because motivation comes in waves. So sometimes you might not feel like doing something, but you know that this is what you have to do, right? Sometimes I don't feel like creating videos, but I still do it because the end goal is for me to be able to live off the creations that I make. But with women, if they're too tired, if they're not feeling up to it, if they've been dealing with the child all day, there's like postpartum, menstrual cycles, ups and downs of hormones. Women are very nuanced, whereas men are very simple. What you see is what you get usually, right? But that is the inherent disconnect. It's that women are very nuanced. There's a whole bunch of things that go into whether or not they're going to be a more nurturing person or whether or not they're going to be more of a person. I mean, I don't want to say it, but let's go.
If a woman is going to be the kind of woman that she submits in a relationship, right, you submit to the man you choose. So there's no kind of, okay, this is who I choose, but he actually doesn't make enough, so I'm not going to submit. It's not that. If he doesn't make enough for you, if that's a standard of yours, then that's not the man you choose. But if you choose him, right, then you are inadvertently saying, I submit myself to you if that's the kind of woman you're going to be. It's the same way, like, we don't say to guys, oh, well, how attractive does a girl have to be for you to protect her? Do you know what I mean? We don't go, okay, well, she's my girlfriend. She's not that attractive. If there's a mugger, I'm bouncing. No one does that. Like, if a man chooses a woman, that's the woman he's chosen to serve in the way that a man knows how to serve.
Well, it's kind of funny because I always hear girls say broke men shouldn't have an opinion, but the guys don't say fat chicks shouldn't have an opinion.
If I'm being...
Speak your truth.
I think...
Speak your truth.
Yeah, everyone can have an opinion, but that doesn't mean people will listen to you. It's as simple as that.
Right. Doesn't mean how valued your opinion is.
Not every opinion is valid.
That's it.
What, Ish, do you think it's fair?
Do I think what's fair? Sorry.
Yeah, use the camera. We got you. Come on.
I just want to say for the audience, Ish is wearing a spanking new pair of trainers right now. You
don't
can't see
do that. Don't do that.
What do you think, Ish?
What do I think about...
Do you think it's fair that men have to have a certain amount of money?
I don't really think about fairness. I think the world works the way it works. If you earn enough money, there are certain things that you have access to or are privileged to. And so
just live within the reality.
You find that the more you earn, the better you get, the more attractive women you're able to attain. And so it's just the rules of nature. The game is the game. That's how I just learned to play it.
Okay. So question for the women. What % of men do you think make 70,000 pounds a year or more?
That's like 100K
in the UK.
USD.
15% maybe.
What do you think?
Wait, I think the UK pounds went down though.
15%.
My uncle was telling me about it.
18%. I feel like it's more
Price is Right.
So according to this, I think I'm reading it right. It says 60,000 pounds is in the 90th percentile.
No, it's not.
I don't know if I'm reading this
10%?
right, but I think this is what it said.
The thing is, it all depends if you're looking at London, if you're looking at York, if you're looking at different parts of the country.
That could be. Oh, that's probably why. Let me break it down by London.
Yeah. Because London it has a much higher earning than anywhere else in the country. So
that's like me comparing New York to like.
Look it up real quick. London income breakdown.
Netflix killed Blockbuster. Uber killed taxi cabs. And now they're...
But even if we double it, that's still...
Can I ask a question for the ladies?
Yeah.
You know when you said about, okay, this is how much, a man would have to make for you to submit to him. And obviously you don't have to share this information, but were your answers relative to how much you earn?
Hypergamy.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Okay. So if you earn less, the threshold might be lower. And if you earn more, the threshold would probably be higher.
No.
See, the trick in this situation, what I find is that even though you say you're happy with a man who earns 50,000, 60,000 pounds, and if that is relative to what you earn, what you're not taking into account is a lot of men can or want to say that once I get married, I don't want my woman to work at all. So actually, it's not relative to what you earn, because he may not want you to work at all, so what you earn is zero.
No, but I was asking the question of, for them, what their preference was as to who they would submit to.
Was it in relation to
it was in relation to how much they earn.
Okay, it actually...
So if you earn $500,000 a year, you would still say 70K.
Oh, well, no, but I'm...
So it's in relation it's not in relation because a woman that's making $0 would still want a man that's making 100K. But this is where the nuance come in, because if a woman is making $500,000, she would want a man that's making $1 million or more. But if a woman is making $0 or making minimum wage, she still wants a man that's making 100,000 or more. So it is technically kind of relative, but women always want you to exceptionally out-earn them. Not just out-earn them, but exceptionally out-earn them. So if she's making 15 an hour, then she would expect you to make about 50, probably. That's just me. That's what I believe. I believe that women hypergamy isn't just super close and relative, but is astronomically and exponentially more that they want in a man. That's just me.
Yeah, it's in relation to that.
Yeah, it's relative to what you were earning. Because if you can make £100,000 a year, then why would you wouldn't submit to a man that makes 50?
Well, no, I wouldn't. But I thought you meant as in, was I considering the amount that I earn, comparing it to the amount that I would submit to?
No,
that's what I thought.
No. Yes.
All right, so this video is getting kind of long, and
the amount that
this video is about to end. But I would just want to say that I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to be creating more content like this because I see that it's getting more traction. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because it is your boy BC Got Drip, and we're going to be uploading every single day.